This entire renovation has been over a year in the making, but I think these final details that we're going to add today are going to make it feel like home. Ben and Danielle bought this house. It was a total fixer-upper, this diamond in the rough, but they saw the potential.
This house was originally built in 1945. It's a foreclosure, so we bought it. It had a roof leak, probably no real renovations on it for the last 30 or 40 years. We took it down to studs, new roof, new electric, new plumbing. So pretty much it's an entirely new build from the inside of the house.
We didn't plan that originally.
No.
Was it going to be all that originally?
I think we had a budget about this big and it became about that big.
This house has definitely changed a ton since this project started. They were able to take it from 0 to 100 and beyond. It looks amazing. When I first came to this job site, this backyard was a disaster.
And I didn't want to DIY our yard.
And I think the idea I had was I was just going to buy some stuff and put it in the backyard, and then she was like, no.
So I'd seen some of Catherine's designs online and I liked her style and I thought she'd be a perfect fit for our house.
So I designed this layout months ago. It's been approved, but today I want to go over it with Danielle to just make sure that we still want everything placed the way that we originally discussed.
So it's really come a long way out here.
Oh my, it sure has. This wall, I mean, you remember what it used to look like, and your house flooded.
It was pretty wet right here.
You remember you had a little sidewalk and then you had to step up into the space.
Here.
Yeah.
There was a big water oak here and a basketball goal. It was pretty unusable.
We have this large patio area, and sometimes it's difficult for a homeowner to know how to create several different living spaces within one large patio space. So you'll have several places for your guests to enjoy and sit. We wanted to create a conversation area with your fire table, which I know Ben is super excited about. And then a sofa, two chairs.
Yeah.
And then you told me that you were thinking about maybe switching the dining set.
I was thinking about putting the dining room table here and having the round table here, just easier to flow around it, come out the door.
Yeah. You want to try to test it? Maybe we'll...
Yeah, see what it looks like.
Yeah, see what it looks like. And then we'll have our planters here. We got that really nice big blue planter that is going to bring some color to the space, and then all the accessories. So, do you feel like it's going to be everything you hoped and dreamed for?
And more.
And more? Okay. Now that we have our plan together, it's time to get to work. We always need a landscape contractor when it comes to a project this big. From concrete, retaining walls, digging big holes, grinding out stumps, you always need a reliable contractor that can just get it all done. All right, there's a stump situation, Tony.
Right where these guys are supposed to go.
Right. Huge plants, of course.
It is an issue.
I love working with Tony on projects, and today we get to work together again on this one. And it is a little bit of a complicated design dilemma, but together, Tony and I, we're gonna get it figured out.
We knew we had a tree here.
Yeah.
We had the tree cut down. Unfortunately, there was a little snafu, a tree stump that we found, big tree stump.
There was a huge stump sitting in this landscape bed, and we have planned to put these big shrubs right around it. So the overall idea was to have this big line of screening shrubs that was uniform across the backyard. So we'll have to move these up a little bit, but correct me if I'm wrong, once they grow in, we can trim them so they'll all appear to be straight.
No correction needed. You are exactly right.
Yay!
This is going to be a wonderful full hedge. You don't tell anybody, and nobody's going to notice that little bit of difference of grand foliage that's going to be up against this new fence.
Okay, perfect.
This house being almost basically at the bottom of the hill with other properties behind and on the side of it being higher are creating a good many concerns as far as water and flooding.
All of the water would come down the hill, down into that patio area, and then into their house. So we had to take care of that drainage issue first and foremost. All right, so there seems to be some magic happening over here with this landscape bed. The other landscape beds are kind of got a mound thing
Oh
happening.
my gosh, let me get out of here. You caught us. You're exactly right. Good
Were
eye.
you trying to sneak away with something?
Yes, you caught us though. So let's see what we come up with. In this case, the floor line is so low on this home, and all of our flower bed dirt work needs to be below that line so we're not creating a moisture build up against the wall.
Oh, for sure. We don't need any more moisture in this house. It's been a problem since the beginning.
Let that air get up against the wall and stay below those weep holes that are in there.
In your brick, yeah.
Your termite guys will love that too.
I think that the retaining wall looks amazing. It really does. You did a good job,
Thanks.
Tony.
Thanks. The stone actually, I think, coordinates real well with the project and what all is going on with the house itself.
I do too. It's such a focal point back here that I think it had to be not just any retaining wall. You know what I mean? Not interstate block. You know what I'm talking about? I love to shop local whenever possible, especially when it has to do with my jobs. And in this case, I shopped at Riley Stewart for their retaining wall. When it comes to any kind of material or hardscape, it's always better to be able to go in and speak to somebody who's really knowledgeable on the subject. I got this. It's like a good workout at the gym. What I love about this place is that they carry a lot of different brands of pavers and retaining wall block and things like that, and you can mix them and match them in projects. So this is a DIY fireplace. How hard is it to put up, would you say? Like, not super beginner, right?
Not super beginner,
okay.
But not extremely difficult either.
It looks like one that a professional contractor would put together. What is about the cost on this one? Let's say just the fireplace.
Just the fireplace.
Yeah, just the fireplace, no boxes.
So you're looking at probably $1,800–$1,900
Wow.
retail for the material itself.
I mean, really and truly, I've designed fireplaces before where the price, now it's got boxes and stuff, but we're talking about 12 or 15 grand to install a fireplace.
Easy. Yeah,
So
a traditional built masonry fireplace.
So if you got a little bit of
that's the beauty of that.
experience,
A little bit of experience, yes.
you can save like 10 grand.
Yeah,
I
easy.
love that. I think hardscape projects in general really intimidate people, but this fireplace really is DIY friendly. I put one together myself and it didn't take long. With a little bit of DIY experience, it's actually a really easy project with beautiful results.
Oh my gosh, put me outside with a shovel in my hand and I am a happy camper. No stress, it's all fun.
Danielle wanted all soft pastels, so we went with purple of the Society Garlic, light pink hydrangeas, weeping Japanese maples, and light pastel colors with the Angelonia, which is seasonal color. It'll have to be switched out, but it'll create that really nice pop of color all year long. I bought a few things.
Just you use them all.
I think I may have gone a little crazy. I know all my clients think that there's like maybe too much, and there is too much. But thank goodness stores have return policies. Yes. Have you seen anything that you like? You love that?
I love the ivy. And
I thought that you might like the ivy. So I got this, I don't know, vessel. It's kind of like a lantern. But then I saw this one. It's a little taller. And that space is so big, it's going to need some scale. Yeah. So we'll kind of just test each one out. See which one works. If you still love it, you can keep it for the inside. And that way, again, we're creating that inside to outside flow. Yeah. And then I've got a bunch of like pedestals and trays and so many candles. So many candles. I got citronella, I've got cardamom oak, whatever that is, and I've got cotton sheets. I love a candle. I love a little sparkle. And I also love that they repel mosquitoes, they add that ambiance, they just bring people out into the space. You're gonna smell like so fresh out there. All right, so maybe we'll do on the sofa, maybe we'll do one of these on each side and then this one to pull them together in the middle. Got a little bit of pink, which somewhere in this pile, I think, there's a throw that has some pink in it. So we'll have to find that. Tony and his crew are finishing up, cleaning up, getting out of here and leaving us with that clean slate so we can start putting in the furniture and accessorizing. All right, and use your leg squat. Our first step is we're going to place all of the heavy, big pieces of furniture onto the patio. A lot of visual texture happening there.
And the different colors in the wood.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, sun's out, guns out. Let's go.
Ben might think he has a gun show. Has he ever been to this gun show? I don't think so. He's walking backwards. We can't walk as fast forward as he can move backward. There's no muscle there, I don't think, but I can lift heavy things. Look, if y'all get a hurricane and that whole house falls down, this will be the last thing to go. I like to buy tons of pillows for options, but it's always nice when there's a double-sided pillow and then you can decide between which one you want. And in this case, I thought we were going to actually go with the stripe, but we ended up going with the smaller pattern, which makes it kind of look like a solid in the space. So that one kind of surprised me a little bit. I love adding a really nice visual texture that has a little bit of a color in it that you didn't use anywhere else in the space. And in this case, we have this little touch of pink. Home renovation is so difficult because deadlines get pushed and pushed and pushed, and then you kind of feel discouraged and like nothing's happening. But the beautiful thing about landscape is it can be done, complete, start to finish in 1 week, including styling, and that's what we did here. wanted to create a really intimate patio area in a space that's actually really large. We basically created 3 living spaces within one large patio, but made it feel like one cohesive space, and that was the major goal here.
I love it.
It's like a living room that's outside. Be a nice place to have some people over, do some cooking and entertaining.
Just relax.
Yep. Looking forward to using it a lot this year. So now basically all we have to do is actually get in the house.
Finish the inside.
Yep. So until the living room is finished, I think we can just sleep outside.
Yeah.
That work? No mosquitoes.
On the comfortable couch.
On the comfortable couch.
Even though the inside of Danielle and Ben's house is not quite complete yet, I'm super excited that they already have that completed exterior space that they can come out to and enjoy until everything else is done. And maybe they'll take all of the design ideas from the exterior and bring them inside.
I'm like, good, this sounds good.
Okay, it's so hot out here. Let's go get the fire ring. Very important element.
Get out of here. Okay.
All right, let's go do this thing. Oh, God.